Can you not switch accounts on your phone? Ha 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 ha. Your channel. Boom. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. Who do we have? Heather. There's James Al. We'll just go on board with him because no doubt he'll probably be the first one out. Let's get the old stuff. Detailed, enabled. Mini map, full track map. Yeah. Right. Hello everybody and welcome to round 16 of Rapid Pixel Racing around Canada. I'm your host DXT Nevo and with me is DXT Hobo. How are you, Hobo?
Favourite track of all time, the Gilles Villeneuve. Beautiful track that is Canada, I can't wait.
I do love this track, to be fair. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm actually gutted that it was bugged when we had our league race here.
Oh no, I was fuming.
That was fuming.
Actually fuming.
Yeah, it sucks big time. Mrs. Carl's in the chat. Hello, Mrs. Carl.
Mrs. Carl.
Quickly, while this is doing this, I've got YouTube and stuff on my phone because I've moved my rig and how I play my PlayStation, so I'm not actually on my computer at the same time anymore, which means it's not as easy to navigate through Discord and whatnot. So let's quickly go to the season standings. So far, leading the way in the driver standings, we have Johnny Stokes on 234 points. Joint first, we have Moyland, also on 234 points. Third place, we've got Chubb on 190. Fourth place, Scotty on 172. Fifth place, McDutchface on 142. Sixth place, RV on 128. Seventh place, Erez on 74. Eighth place, Al Jadifa on 73. Ninth place, Bonesma on 21. 10th place, El Stefano on 17. 11th, joint 11th, we've got Wemax and Robson Racer on 16 points apiece. 13th, we've got Speedy on 12 points. 14th, we've got Lulu on 11. 15th, we've got Neles on 9. And in 16th, joint 16th, we've got 3 Sinkhud Sojo and Liam Shane, all on 4 points apiece. And in joint last, we have Booker Bronco and Carl, both on 0 points. So very close at the front. Although this is Moylan's last race before he has to take a little bit of time away from his racing because he's moving house. So let's see how this pans out for him. The constructor standings are as follows. Leading the way in McLaren. And Sojo has lost it, but he's alright. So we'll go on board with Al Jadifa instead. Let's see what Al Jadifa can do. Second place, we have the Alpine on 251. So McLaren miles in head there. Third place, we've got Red Bull on 231. Fourth place, we've got Mercedes on 202. Fifth place, we've got Aston Martin on 199. Sixth place, we've got AlphaTauri on 83. Seventh place, we've got Ferrari on 73. Eighth place, we've got Alfa Romeo on 53. Ninth place, Williams on 33. And 10th place, the Haas on 14. So that's how those both pan out now. Let's jump on board here. Let's play this live.
For the first time, we'll be streaming it as well on DXT TV Live. So if you do want to get a different angle, or you want to watch it back, anything like that, it'll be on the DXT channel as well. Allows you to 1:11.6 for opening lap.
Hobo's just fishing for follows, so just stick to the RPR channel. It's the better channel.
Oh yeah, stick to the RPR. Definitely stick to RPR. I just realised that I've been streaming so much, like with other stuff. With the DTXT channel would now become a podcast channel. So
as it should.
I need to get back to really streaming on it, live streaming and all
that. Matt Hoyland. As I've decided to call Matt Hoyland, Matt Hoyland. Good evening, Southerners, he said. Guys from Sheffield, man.
James MD has gone at 112 on Neles has gone 114 dead. Stokes has evaded his lap, unfortunately. Where's Carl at the moment? He's going around sector 1. With Dutchface also in sector 1. I think ahead of them guys. We'll stay on board with Carl, see how he gets on. As Avi goes at 110.5. Good time for the soft. Oh, contact with the wall there from Carl. That's going to cost him a lot.
We have someone new as well in James McD Civil or Civi or McDonald's. James McDonald's. We'll just go with that. I think that works out quite well.
Civvy, surely. Surely it's civil.
It's obviously not Civil, not on PlayStation. It's plus his name's not James. So there, Christopher.
Oh, that was it, Chris.
Christopher Civil. Who else? Got Booker.
I was going to sing National Anthem of Canada, so it is like a deep National Anthem, but I really don't know the lyrics that much. And the first line.
So Booker coming through turn 12. Because
Dutch Face.
RV Dutch Face 110.6. With Dutch Face off the back of his win, wants to probably put in another good performance here.
I was going to get a two from his teammate there, but I don't think they are. Change up to 8th, which is strange.
Because it looks like he's really struggled on this lap. His car has not looked settled.
No, it was 120, so it can't be.
Yeah, his car looked very, very all over the place really. Hudsijo's going again. Let's see what he can pull out of the bag now. Come in.
Was on an outlap, so.
Yeah, but he spun on his first one, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, so on the rundown now. To turn 7. Here he comes.
Lewis as well, little Lewis.
Throwing it in, nice little cut. 7 turn 8.
Lewis goes 112.4.
On the rundown.
Finally going to get a lap across. Going tight to the line.
Oh, how did he not invalidate there, Hudsijo? How did you not invalidate?
It's been interesting actually. Look, Avi, we know he's quick, so Avi's up there, 109.8. Then we've got Johnny Stokes and got Dutch Face, both the McLaren boys, 2nd and 3rd, and then Erez in 4th place.
So Hudsijo now on the run down to turn 14. Oh, that's lovely. How was that not a corner cut, man?
That was a lovely cut.
That was really nicely cut, but how was that not a corner cut? But it doesn't matter. 111.6. Good time from Hudsijo. Good time. Oh. So Avi 109. So
we're Matty on a lap now.
El Stefano. Where's El Stefano? Where's Moyland in comparison?
I've just realised as well that Moyland's in the Alpine for us as well.
Yeah. He just loves it. It's his favourite car, definitely. He would obviously prefer if he could be in the BMW, but there's not a BMW, so he can't.
I missed the BMW, man.
Through turns 9 and 10 for Moyland. That's nicely cut again. Let's see what he can do.
Nice helmet as well.
It's a bit personal, really, but
I love a bit of purple and gold.
Here we go on the power now. Around 12 and 13.
Speedy. Here's Speedy.
On the rundown now, 14 and 15 for Moyland. Is he going to avoid the Wall of Champions? He is. And now on the rundown to the line. Keeps it pretty close to the inside. 109.785 there, so that's a nice lap time for Moyland. Who else? Algif Defers invalidated.
Just coming down the final straight.
Alright, let's see what Chubb can do now. Wall of Champions.
Hey, again,
whoa.
a lot of speed carried through that.
Yeah, that was nicely done. And it's going to be a 110.4. I think he'll be a little bit upset by that. I definitely feel like Chubb will think. It's a good time. It's a good time, but definitely some time Chubb can pretty make up from that. Let's see what Speedy can do.
Williams a bit of a toe in. Let's have a look.
Let's count the corners. Speedy goes deep in. Oh, there's one. I'm joking, that was alright.
Rob got a nice toe from his teammate here, so it should be on for a good time and set to 111.2.
Nice.
Ronnie Stokes 109.5. Shows you what he can pull out there. Pulled out of the bag. 2 temps faster than Moyland. A lot of soft runners at the moment.
There are at the moment. I mean, again, this is just Q1. You just want a decent time in there. Get rid of the set of softs. Probably go for starting on the mediums, most likely. Through the Wall of Champions now for Speedy. On the run down to the line. It's going to be a 113.4. So
James
only good enough for 13th.
As well. 110.11.0.
Okie dokie. Yeah, not bad time from James there. So anyone else? So we've got Joe still out. Gonna be recharging. This is an in lap, so it's gonna be for him. Scott Harris is out on an out lap. Let's go on board with Scotty, and let's see what he's gonna be able to do for his fast lap when he gets there.
moment, I don't know, it's glitching out for me. If Carl ran out of fuel, he was up.
Carl. No, his fuel's fine. His fuel light's not on.
I think it's just glitching. I think it's just
Yeah,
glitching before me. So he has slowed the pace down a lot, so I'm not too sure if something did go wrong there.
No, he's coming in the pits.
Yeah, he's coming. He was 2 temps
So,
up though when I checked the timing.
yeah, although I mean he's on 4 lap old soft, so we know Cole does go round on his tyres. He likes to use every last millimetre of rubber on there. So let's see what Scotty can do now. About to start his fast lap. And they're on through turn 1, down into turn 2 just here. Swings that one in round turn 3.
You know how we said that Child won't be happy with his time?
Yeah.
He might be happy with this one. He's currently 6 temps up as
Nice.
the main straight approaching
There you
Champions
go.
Wall.
Turns 4 and 5
That
for
was
Scotty.
too much. That was too much. Bit of
Invalidate.
tail end. No, but he's at 199.
Nice.
He could have gone a lot faster there. He lost
Yeah.
about
Oh, but Dutch face
2
is round.
temps.
But Dutch face is round, but it's not too big a deal. So Scotty Harris manages to navigate that. Coming through to turns 9 and 10. Here we go, beautifully done. On the run down now to the pits hairpin, turn 11.
Are you on board with it now?
Scotty
Oh yeah, I'm
There
trying
you
to
go.
watch Stefano just ahead.
through 12, going to navigate around his little turn 13. Doesn't really count as a turn to me, but it is. Here we go now. Yeah, I know. Here we come. Turns 14 and 15. Oh, Scotty went to turn in, thought, no, that's way too tight. Backed off a little bit and then went straight back in. So that cost him maybe a tenth. But 1:10.5 gets him up into 5th position. So nice little time from Scotty. More time to be found. Who else we got out? McDutch Face did actually spin, so
James
this one's a waste for
He's on
him.
a lap as well.
Trouble be coming in.
Now.
James
Very much
McDonald.
set 1 lap on the. Gone
112.
faster. 3 temps faster.
He's still going around on the
medium
mediums
tyres,
as well. I mean, he only has to get. I mean, it's quite close though, but he only needs to get top 15. But I feel like a lot of people are going to be wanting to go on these mediums for the race start. So I feel he might have. Might be wasting a bit too much of those medium tyres for himself, but we'll see. Maybe just trying them out as well. So Lewis, old Lulu, is on an outlap. Let's stay on board with Lulu and see what he can do.
Wasn't more to Brooker Bronco. Loses the rear on the exit of the hairpin, so he goes straight into the grass there. A bit of daisy cutting. His time won't be any good at the moment. He can have another crack at it. He's going to. Think we could do better this time round. Oh, this is Scotty on a lap. Scotty goes past the lap again. He goes 7 temps slower this time though.
So Lulu starts his lap now on the run down. Here we go, turn 2. Turns through.
Dutch Face will start on lap as well, so keep an eye on Dutch Face. But I think he might just invalidate this the next lap because he cut the chicane. Yes, he did.
That's a bit wide,
Sad.
a little bit deep on turn 4 for Lulu, but round his turn 6 right now. On the braking zone for turn 7. Gets that in. Doesn't quite get enough of the curb, but it's not too bad. Yellow flag right in front of him as Booker is round and out of the session. That's unfortunate for Booker. But all Lulu will be caring about now is trying to get this lap in. Here he comes.
Going to get a nice
Turns
car,
9 and
tow
10.
The car in front as well.
Yeah,
I believe that is Scotty ahead of him.
but yeah, it looks like a Red Bull, doesn't it? Let's see if
It's
Scotty.
There's only one Red Bull today.
So here we
Scotty's
go.
aware
Scotty.
to not give him a toe.
Yeah, backing straight out the way.
He's worked it out. not that Lulu best team is going to affect much of Scotty, but you don't want to give it a.
But it would give him enough of a thing to get himself up the order, though. Here we go now, coming through 14 and 15. Lovely. That's really nicely done from Lulu. On the run down to the line, stay to the inside, but he's going for the outside, so that usually means another lap. But a 1:11.839 there, half a second quicker, gets him up into 13th. That's Sojo. Wait, who just pipped him on there? Someone else just pipped him straight up there. So Johnny Stokes 1:09.508. Lovely.
Speedy is coming down the back straight now. He is 2 seconds up, so that will put him in the 1:10,
1:11, yeah, 1:10, 1:11 mark. Let's see what's he going to. So he needs his lap time. I mean, Booker's out, but there's Nellis and El Stefano both still about who could beat him. That was very safe.
cautious. Very cautious.
from Speedy there. And what's it going to be? Stays to the inside of 1:10.8. Listen up to 7th. That's going to be. I think that's him
That'll be
safe. Yeah, that's him
Yeah,
safe.
that's definitely safe.
I think the people under threat are James McDonald, because he's in 15th. Lulu could be under threat.
El Stefano now, about to cross the line. He's going to stay. He stays tight to the wall. 1:11.2. That lifts him way out of the danger zone into ninth place.
And that pushes Lulu right into it. And there's still Neles.
Yeah,
I mean, Neles needs to. Well. Why is Neles still going around on like? I mean, it looks like Neles has got quite a lot of fuel, but he's got 3 lap old softs. He needs his next lap to count massively.
Oh yeah, he won't be starting these. These are going to be thrown away, I think. But yeah, he does need to.
But he needs to get through the next set of qualifying first.
He does. Backing up a lot now as his teammate comes flying past.
I mean, Neles' time is only a 1:14, so there's plenty of time to be had, even on an old set of softs. Like 2 seconds.
Okay, this one could be good from Chabal. He just done a beautiful shift in there. A 1:10 dead. Much better. Oh no, actually it was worse. Sorry.
No, it was worse. Yeah.
He was slower.
I mean, the thing is, he's through. That's the main thing. He's through. Let's see what Neles can do. Chubb's teammate. Oh, he's almost lost it going through turn 3. On the run now to turn 4 and 5. He needs something big here. I mean, he's only got a 1:14, but he needs a... Oh no! He's straight into the wall. That didn't even look like he turned. Blimey, that was an odd one. That looked like a head-on. Hang on, let me go back.
He's a loser there.
I want to see what happened here. Oh, he just lost it. How did he? Oh, I've never seen someone... I don't think I've ever seen that. I generally...
now with,
don't think I've ever seen that.
James McDonald.
I don't know if he's the second name's McDonald. It just makes sense. McDonald's. 1:12 dead. Well, almost dead.
Mediums. Now he's on softs, but he's only a bit faster. So whether that's stranded Neles put him off, I don't know.
I mean, maybe. I mean, he needs to get in front of Hudsojo. Hudsojo. I mean, there's Carl as well up in 14th, so we could see Carl or you know, someone's going to be going out. Lulu's actually currently out there. Lulu is actually currently... Oh, he's invalidated. So that is him over. He ain't going to get another run in.
Slight improvement there from James.
He's low on fuel as well.
Faster still.
So...
Still 34 seconds, so depending on where he is on the track...
Well, I mean, he could... he's low on fuel though, by the looks of things. I think he had enough for one run, so... He might be able to go again, but... He's going to struggle to get there in about 25 seconds. 20 seconds. So, Hudsojo now is on his flying lap. Oh, no, he's lost his wing. So, Hudsojo, it's down to James McDonald now. Let's see what James
He's not had the best of first laps anyway.
He hasn't.
Only
he was
slightly bit faster.
Yeah, he's going to have to find, I mean, a 1:11.9 is his best.
Lower as well.
So, James could be out here.
I think he is. He's 2 temps down on his current time, so unless he's got a lot of time to make up here, I believe he's out of this session.
It's possible first time here, could be going out first time, but it's no big deal. He showed up, he's beaten a couple people. He's kept it
good
out of the wall, but that was a nicely done chicane. Stick it to the inside. Let's see what he can do. It's a 1:11.984, so still a little bit slower, not quite enough. And that, as they say, is
that's quite a big surprise because he only gained 2 temps on those soft tyres.
Yeah.
There was a lot more time to find those softs.
He done he was on a 1:14 and then he done a 1:11.9 on that tyre, then went again. So he obviously didn't find as much time on the second lap on those tyres as you may have thought. But
yeah,
no biggie.
That'll be all she wrote.
Yeah, that's it for the end. That is the end of Q1 right there. So the people missing out are going to be James, Booker, and Neles. And then obviously the top 15 will be going through to the top 10. I'll see who gets into the top 10. So you've got Johnny Stokes, Moyland, Avi, Chubb, Scotty, McDutchface, Speedy, James, El Stefano, Robson Racer, Erez, Al Jadifa, Lewis Williams, Carl Frood and Hudsojo all making it through to Q2 here. We've got James MD, Booker, Bronco, and Neles all missing out. I mean, it's pretty close. The top 4 are pretty close together. And then you've got from 5th down to about 8th, pretty close, and 9th down to about 13th, 14th. Maybe even 15th, to be fair. You could go pretty much from 9th all the way down to 15th, being pretty close together.
I'm assuming as well, I think we can see a lot faster times than the 109. Can we get in the 108, do you reckon, Alex?
Yeah, I reckon a 108 is definitely doable. I'd be surprised if Johnny and Moylan didn't make a 108. I reckon like people like Chubb and Scotty could probably get there too. I always feel like in this Q1 session, people go out there, but they don't really do their quickest.
No,
Like usually you see quite the improvement, especially for that Q3, for that pole position sort of playoff. People
also,
end up finding
the track improves a hell of a lot in the last session.
Yeah, it helps. I reckon we could see a mid 108 happen. I reckon it's there.
James Al
straight out.
Usual,
Of course he is.
out.
He probably felt a bit strange coming out second last time round. I don't even know if it
Good
was
to
second
see
actually.
DXTV's back. Thank you, Speedy. Yeah, do you know what? We should have been streaming on both, really. I'm trying to get back into it. I think what I'm going to do eventually is maybe possibly for the next season. Not from doing this season, but I'll get Gaz to upload all the lives straight to the DXT channel so we can watch them back. At the end of the day, this is what we
should do is
isn't it?
every DXT member who streams a race, get them to download it and then send it to like you, and then you can upload it to the DXT YouTube channel. So that gives every DXT member like a POV, and then you could even do like a playlist for each DXT member. So you could have a playlist which is your races, even if they're the same as you'll be in the same race as me, for example, but it gives everyone their POVs. So you have like a DXT Nevo POV, DXT Hobo POV, DXT Anthony Snake POV, like things like that. And then just build up that from there.
Well, what I would like to do, like, so if I had, well, now I might have a bit more time these days. I might start, if I can work out how to have 4 images or 4 videos going at once, in one video.
Oh yeah, you'd have to be able to edit it. If you can edit it, then you can do whatever the hell you want.
If we're all in one race, like me, you, and me, myself, and I, but I say me, you, and me, you, and Jake, for example, all in one race, have 3 going on at once, so you can get 3 at the exact same time. That'd be a little good feature to do. And also, we need to get Speedy number 25 at the DXT tag.
Yeah, we do. I'm just on board with James Al now. He's on the run down to turn 11. The old Pitts hairpin. I want to see what benchmark James Al could lay down.
Is that a spinner?
Lots of curb on the inside there. That usually unsettles him massively, but worked out alright for James Al. Now he's coming down the straight. On the run down to turn 14 and 15 by the Wall of Champions. Let's see what James is going to do. First lap time, bit of a banker, but can also sometimes work out to be the quickest, so let's see what he's got. Doesn't take too much exit for the Wall of Champions and goes all the way around to the outside, which is going to actually probably cost him about a tenth of a second there. Or maybe half a tenth.
Yeah,
it
definitely does.
Yeah, 110.697. Not definitely more time in it for James. I'm expecting him to get into the 109s, to be fair.
Wow.
111.7. Like Dutchface always does like a poor first lap, I swear. Like he never puts it all out there. He's gone deep into turn 2 as well.
On the softs as well, so that's another bit of a surprise for him.
Yeah, Hatsojo 112. Who else? We've got Lulu. Lulu here. Let's go on board with Lulu properly. On the run down now to turn 9 and 10.
Let's have a look. He's the nearest one.
Yeah.
A lot of medium runners at the moment. Actually, it's a bit half and half at the moment. Mediums and stuff.
Turn 12. This little kink is turn 13. Should not be a turn. There we go. Lulu on the medium tyres. What's he going to manage? Now he needs to think about this because a little bit deep there. Has to brake a little bit more than he's going to want to.
Still no
Why does everyone
helmet
keep
on
going to the outside, man? Stay to the inside. And this, I mean, actually,
This
Lulu,
right behind.
Lulu could be going for a few laps. Actually, he's on the medium tyres. Oh, that was really nicely cut for turn 2 there. Turn 3, this long corner. And
Oh, Stefano,
Robson race with an
111.
11.7. More than 109.8.
109.
Not a quick 109 though. He went quicker
so
obviously
that
last
That
time.
matched what who was matched we did last time, wasn't it?
He done a 109.7 didn't he last time?
Big spin from Scotty Harris. Don't think he's got any
Although,
damage. I think he got
so
lucky
109 on mediums, which are
That's
I
very
think
quick.
are around half a second slower
there. Oh no.
around this track,
Damage.
half a second to 7/10. Chubb
Damage on the Red Bull
109.9. So that's a better lap from Chubb on those medium tyres. Much better lap from Chubb.
Algie for now coming around the Wall of Champions.
And there's Avi 110 on those set of softs.
Oh, he heard us, Alex. He's finally. Oh no, he's gone to the middle. Okay.
Who?
13. So not the best time for Algie either.
So what we got here? So Lulu's still going around. Lulu's got a few laps of fuel aboard. He is 3/10 up, however. Coming into 4. Oh, that's yeah, that's an invalidation.
That's overcut.
That was a bit too much there. A little bit too much off the top there, Barber.
Teammate mine didn't get the best.
He was
of
a
run
second
Devo.
quicker,
He's
though.
slower as well.
He's definitely got the time in him, but because he cut that corner, he's now got the next lap invalidated. So he's gonna. He's low on fuel as well. I think he's gonna have to just
Spinner ahead.
abort this. Oh no!
Get on board with.
What is happening with Al
Always right in the middle
Jadifa?
of the, well, careful guys, in the middle
Oh.
of the track. Be careful. His car is in the middle of the track.
Not ideal.
Rob's heard us. On now. All
Oh,
good.
nice. All clear.
We have the McLarens now out on track. They'll give them a half a lap. They'll be back on there. Speedy's gone a 1:11 point on the soft tyres though, not on the mediums. Oh, what's Carl doing? Oh, a bit of bad luck there because I think he had a bit of a spin, so he had a 120. Go around again now. Oh, invalidated unfortunately for Carl. Took the turned a bit too late for the corner. Erez also on the softs.
Expected Rob to come into the pit. He is slowing down big time, so in comes
What
Rob
would
to
you
the
put
pits
on in
as
this
well.
situation, Alex? Would you put on the softs or mediums?
Depends what I was going to go for. I feel like if I wanted to push myself into top 10, if I was going to scrape into the top 10, I might go for myself a set of softs and just go sack it. If you're comfortable, if you're like the Moylan, the Char, I mean even Avi, like Avi's on the softs right now, but Avi could definitely probably would be up there on the mediums too. But I mean, as you see, Joe's done. He's gone 5th on those softs, obviously, but on the mediums, you'd see him be a bit further down. I would probably. It depends where I was, man. I'd probably myself be on the softs, but if I was one of the top boys, I'd definitely be on the mediums.
The Dutch pace has validated his lap already, so that's not going to count to anything. Then we've got his teammate behind.
But
On
let's
soft
see
tyres.
what James Al can do now. Fresh set of medium tyres coming through turn 4 and 5. Nicely cut round there. This long turn 6. Down into turn 7. He does have someone in front of him though. Looks like a Merc from here. It is a Merc,
Yeah,
but
it
Merc
is.
gets out of the way. Merc of Erez. So Erez getting out of the way.
Aboard now with Johnny Stokes. He's come down the final straight. Oh, God, he's got on the grass though.
Turns
He's going
9
to
and
the
10.
pits. He's going into the pits. Bailed out of that one.
Love Hate Games said James L for the win. James could do well. We're about to see some of James's true pace, I think, here. He's been lagging a little bit behind around Canada compared to a couple of the others. But let's see what time he can do on his mediums. See if he can get himself. See if he can outdo his. I mean, he could have done a slow soft lap, so he could easily improve on the mediums rather than making it hard for himself. Quite nicely cut there through the final chicane. On the run down now. Looks like he's going to go for another lap as well. He's taking that wide one. 1:11.8. So 1.1 seconds slower though. Let's see if he's going to go again. He is.
Zojo's went really quick there, and he's
Backed
gone
off well early.
11.2. And the Dutch pace has spun.
That's a good time from Hatsojo on his medium tyres. I mean,
That's
the
a
mediums
great
aren't
time
much
for
slower
Zojo.
though. To be fair, like, they're not much slower than the soft shad here. So James Al now through sector 1 is currently a bit back endy. Oh, through turn 8 there, a little bit back endy. So let's see we go turn 9 and 10. Oh, really deep, and he's back. He's bailed. He's bailed on it. Does he have enough fuel? Looking like he might have enough fuel to go again here. Again, putting quite a few laps. Well, he will be beating quite a few laps on the board for these mediums. I'm going to say so. Top 10. So McDutchface needs another good lap. El Stefano's right on the edge. Erez 111.3. I think the people at the low 111s. I mean, they're still Johnny Stokes though, to be honest. Nah, I think you're going to need a really low.
Expect to jump.
Oh, and James just invalidated his lap, which also, because it was the last chicane, he's going to invalidate him for the next lap as well. So he's completely just ended up wasting 2 laps there. So let's hope he's got enough fuel in there. He'll just go around this one easy.
I definitely don't think. Well, Rob and El Stefano are definitely not safe. They're on a. Well, they were both on 111.7s.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean El Stefano is dabbling with the softs as well in the pits. Erez
and maybe Joe.
Erez, Speedy, and Hudsojo could be. I mean, we're talking about a half a second increase, but Johnny Stokes.
It's very iffy.
He's obviously.
That would mean Lewis, Louis, or Lulu as you call him, Carl, and Louis and Carl. I'll have to set a decent time.
Well,
at the moment, they're
not very good turn 2 or 3 for Johnny. Yeah, no, we're going to see lots of people time just come down on this final go, I think, and if they don't invalidate, it's going to be quite savage. We have Johnny coming round turn 7 and 8 now on those soft tyres. So I'm expecting him to. I mean, it's not been the cleanest lap. He kind of messed up for the first couple of turns, but I am expecting him to shoot up into the top 5 even on this. With this lap, could still even see him go in pole position on the softs, even though he had a poor first sector. But that's going to push obviously El Stefano down, Rob down, Erez down, Speedy down. Well, you know, it has potential to knock everyone down one. Look, Dutchface is on an outlap. Needs a very, very well. It just needs to improve. Not even by much, to be fair, but he could do with a good chunk of time being knocked off his 111.799. So here we go, coming through turns 14 and 15 now for Johnny. On the run down, DRS wide open, on the run down to the finish line. It's a 1:10.1, so enough for 4th. Enough for 4th. Again, wasn't a brilliant lap. He probably lost. I mean, that was a pole time if he didn't mess up his the first sector so much.
I'm bored at the moment with your Lulu. Medium still. He's slightly up on his time, but he needs to be a lot more. I think if I was him, he wanted to get in the top 10, I'd bail out, go for a set of softs. But he's not. He's going round again. A bit deep into the chicane there. That's going to cost him a little bit of time.
What's Speedy going to do on the run down?
111.2. That pushed him up to the 8th place. Possibly safe.
1:10.9 for Speedy. So that actually boosts Speedy up into 7th position as he goes deep into turn 2. What a surprise. Same old Speedy.
Dutchface is also on the lap now. So Dutchface, Carl has bailed. I think Carl's in 2 minds what he wants to do at the minute.
So Erez now under pressure. Robson Race has done a 1:11.4 on those mediums, but it wasn't enough to pip him above Erez. So I mean, he's also low on fuel. He's not going to have to get back and get back out in time for Rob. So this could be Rob's run over. Ooh, and was that Lulu blocking James then? Was James?
A little bit of blockage.
Yeah. No, James on that lap. It's cool. It's cool. James on that lap. It's fine.
But you'll be careful. You've got to be careful.
It was still close. It was still close, but
it looks like the Williams are planning a. I thought they may be planning a little coup.
I mean, it's possible, but there's not much fuel left in Rob's car, so.
Yeah.
But Lulu has managed to get those mediums into the top 10. James Al now is going to be coming across the line. Not happy with his current lap time. I think he's safe on it. He's 1:10. His 1:10.6 will definitely be safe. Let's see what he can do.
Now, crossing the line. Going to go a 1:10.6.
Nice.
A lot of time in that last sector.
Yeah. So that's plenty again. McDutchface is now safe, and that pops Erez out, and now it's Lewis Williams right on the cusp. But El Stefano's on that fresh set of softs, who could beat him to the pump.
Joe's going again.
Okay. I mean, Joe, I would. It's close. It's close, but I would. Oh, and James is invalidated again. Way too much curb here. Let's see what Joe can do on his soft set of tyres. Oh,
El Stefano's hitching up for a set of softs as well behind, so keep an eye on him. He needs to get a good exit out of here, though. So yeah, keep an eye on them too.
So El Stefano's going to have to go again. Let's see what he can do. Carl's out there as well. I mean, it's not over really. I mean, Lulu's on the cusp. I mean, if he gets into that top 10, then he's got the mediums, but they are a bit older than everyone else is. But he's into the top 10 on mediums. Can have a nice fresh set of softs for the race, or an extra set for the quali.
And Carl both on the soft tyres at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be interesting to see, no?
Oh, bit back endy there from El Stefano. Let's check his split time coming through into sector 3. So turns 8 and 9 and 10 here. Oh, really deep. That's got to invalidate. It didn't invalidate. Oh, El Stefano might actually not have lost too much time there, to be fair. He would have lost a little bit maybe, but that's definitely not too bad.
That's it. That currently puts him ahead of Hudsojo and Louis, so they will knock Louis down into that knockout.
It will. So let's see. It was lucky how that didn't invalidate, to be fair. Really lucky how he did not get an invalidation there. So let's see what El Stefano's gonna set. That was very cautious through there, cautious. Like almost slowing down, almost feeling bad, but that's gonna cost him. It's gonna cost him massively.
That cost him 3/10.
Yeah, massively.
All his time went, so it's down to Carl now, and I think Carl as well.
Well, he's only slightly up, man. 1,000th. Oh,
yeah, he's
well, yeah, he was 100th up. So that's Carl over. So obviously Al Jadifa crashed out. So Lulu scrapes in there in 10th. With Hudsojo there, both on the medium. So Speedy will be starting on the softs.
So yeah, Speedy.
Abby on the softs.
Johnny
on the softs.
And Abby.
Yeah. I mean, it just means they're going to be nice and quick in that first phase of the Grand Prix. Are we going to see an early safety car? Very possible around Canada?
Possibly. Well, we had an extremely early safety car when we did it. Remember rightly, Alex?
Yeah, but we also had a safety car glitch, didn't we? So.
Yeah, our safety car came out as the lights went green. The lights went out. Safety car came out.
I blame your starts, to be honest, mate. I've seen your starts. They probably need a safety car.
Mate, literally, it was like. Lights went out. Don't you remember? Lights went out.
Yeah, no, I know. I know it wasn't your fault. I know it wasn't your fault.
It was like everyone was so confused.
Yeah, that race was just one
got
big
the
glitch.
football on in the background. Dagenham Redbridge getting beaten 1-0 by Salford at the moment.
Go on, Salford. Salford.
On Dagenham.
Salford.
Dagenham are playing well, you know. Dagenham are playing well. But,
well enough,
for a national side.
So here we go. Your top 10 running into the top 10 shootout. We've got Moylan, Chubb, Avi, Johnny Stokes, McDutchface, Scotty, James Owl, Speedy, Hudsojo, and Lewis Williams there. Missing out, we have Erez, Rob, El Stefano, Carl, and Al Jadifa. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple of surprises. One for me, Erez not making it in, and
yeah.
Also maybe Rob, but I feel like Rob and Lewis have been like similar place with one beating the other, but
yeah,
I feel like Rob's beating Lewis more.
Yeah, they've always been on the edge of the knockout area, both of them.
Yeah. I mean, I think Eris has lost a bit of pace from his early the early few races, so I think he's maybe not practicing as much, struggling a little bit. Maybe Canada's not one of his favourite tracks. Love 8 Games said Lewis Williams, aka the King of DNFs. You're not wrong, to be fair, Love 8 Games.
How can it not be one of his favourite tracks? It's one of the best tracks on the calendar.
Well,
straight on board with James Al, as you know he'll be the first one out.
Not everyone likes Canada, mate, I suppose.
Everyone should love Canada.
I mean, they 100% they should, but...
Not putting tyres on, because there's literally no point having tyres in for one today. They're all going to be on softs.
100%.
James Al, yet again, the first one out.
What a surprise. So, let's get the necessary stuff up there. Detail, we don't need that. Let's just go for... we don't need anything, they're all going to be on softs. Are we silly not to? Can we see?
So predictions for... Free Alex, what you saying?
Top 3, I'm gonna go. Johnny, Moyland,
third.
No. So first Johnny, second Moyland, third is gonna be Avi. I think that's what. Now I feel like we haven't seen Moyland's true pace, but we haven't also seen Johnny's true pace. I don't know how much time Moylan's had to practice for Canada. I don't know how much practice Johnny's put into it. I feel like Avi always qualifies well.
Yeah, he's kind of a safe bet, Avi.
He's just, mate, I love watching Avi, man. Like, generally, after, when he's coming down now, I will switch to Avi after James, man. Like, just watching his car, it just seems so smooth. It's like soothing, it's like listening to, like, wow music, man. So let's see what James can do.
James Al could be on for a good shout.
The thing is, there's so many people, right?
quick.
Like, that's a top three, but there's nothing to say, like, Scotty couldn't get into the top three, McDutchface couldn't, Chubb couldn't, James couldn't. Like, you know, we're talking about, out of, the only person I think who's not going to be in the top three, okay, there's 3 people who I don't think are going to make top 3. That's Hot Sojo, Lulu, and Speedy. Like, they're the only 3 people who I'd be surprised if they got into the top 3. The other 7, I genuinely believe I could all be fighting out for that place.
Definitely possible. As we see James go around the hairpin now. Straight run now to the champion chicane. What are you laughing at?
Rob said Lulu for pole or in a flagpole. Here we go. So, James is validated.
There.
Yeah.
Bit of a twitch there from James. I'm not sure what happened there.
El Stefano said somebody destroyed my braking marker and didn't know where to brake. Fair enough, El Stefano. That is unfortunate, mate. That's why you've got to try and give yourself a different.
That was Johnny Stokes, by the way.
Oh, it's Johnny Stokes. That's why you always need to try and look at something like on the side, like a certain fence panel or something like that, because the markers just don't last in this game. The markers should really be like, just not all polystyrene on the floor. They should always be attached to the fence, I think.
Yeah, definitely. But not all tracks have that ability, unfortunately.
There we go. Speaking of Avi 1097. That's a good time. McDutchface 1099 finally managed to get a good one in, so well done to McDutchface.
Speedy validated it on the first corner.
Speedy, oh gosh.
He's coming straight back into the pits.
So we've got Chubb out. Chubb's coming straight into the pits as well. Johnny Stokes is out, coming through the hairpin. Let's see what Johnny can do. Looks like he set a purple second sector. He's going for a provisional pole right now. What is Johnny going to be able to do? On the rundown now through turns 14 and 15.
That's it beautifully.
A bit of a twitch, almost kissed the wall of champions, but he's going to cross the line and it's a 10964. Okay, so 109.964, so third position. Lost a little bit of time with that twitch. I don't know if that twitch cost him provisional pole. Definitely think it cost him second though. So Hot Sojo's out, Lulu's out, Lulu's invalidated, Scotty Harris in the pits, Moyland is on his out lap, Speedy's obviously invalidated, Chubb.
I think Speedy's going around again as well, because he's the RSO.
Gonna go...
Yes, he is.
So
is he invalidated?
Okay, Lulu hasn't invalidated. What? Okay, because he just started his lap again. So we're going to go on board with Lulu,
no, he's all good.
And then we'll jump on board with Moyland for when Moyland starts his lap, because he's going to be starting it a little bit before. Lulu would still take out the marker if it's on the fence. Check out the general chat to see his efforts in the work van Friday. Okay, I will have a look when I'm on my computer. I'll have a look on Discord for him.
Sorry, there's nearly a goal from Dagenham.
Oh no!
Lulu spawned his out.
Speaking of in the wall, Lulu has planted it very nicely on the exit of turn 10 there. Very easy to do.
Be careful, Joe, as you come round.
So be careful on the exit of turn 10, everybody. He's on the inside line.
109.4.
That's a nice lap time from Johnny Stokes. Always seems to go quicker on those second laps. So we have Moylan now coming round to start his flying lap. Let's see what he's going to do coming through turn 4 and 5. Lulu will be having a meeting like Ole Gunnar if his performance isn't up to par.
Here we go, Joe. Speaking now, approaching the Wall of Champions. He's a good corner. Cuts it, amazing. How was that not a corner cut? Sticks tight to the wall as well. This should be on for a good. Oh, that's not. Never mind. 112.7. Come on. I thought you were better than that, Speedy. Come on.
Wonder what Moylan can do. It looks like a purple sector 2 again, but this could just be the game playing tricks on my mind. But I tell you what, Johnny, or he did get out of the way, but I feel like Moylan could have gained a tiny little bit of help from Johnny, unknowingly to Johnny. So what can Moylan do? This is for provisional pole position. Oh, that was beautifully cut. Oh, just kisses, takes off a bit of paint there, lightens his car, and crosses the line. 109.1. There we go, wow. Moylan. What a beautiful time. Provisional pole position there for Moylan.
111.1.
Hatsojo's qualifying at the moment, 5th position. If you had told me at the start of this session Hatsojo would be 5th,
yes, good.
Like, I would have never. I mean, to get in the top 10 is always possible for him, but to be there currently, yes, I know there's still Scotty and Chubb and James and stuff, but who's going to be coming across first? I think Scotty's actually going to be coming across the line
Scotty's
first.
Next.
So let's see what Scotty can do. Needs a good lap time here because he's going to come around and probably come in for. This is just to be a nice banker, but we would be good. It's always good to have a. It's always good to have a banker, but if it's a quick banker, it's even better. A little bit hesitant through that final chicane. On the run down, it's a 1:10.1, so puts him up into 5th position. And Chubb goes 3rd on that 1:09.7. Nice time from Chubb there. And now we're going to have to wait and see. What's James going to do actually? James is now coming down to the hairpin. Screeching on the brakes. Through turns 12 and 13 in a second. And here we go. On the run down to the chicane. Slicks it down. Nice little cut. Doesn't invalidate, which he's been doing most of the evening, so he'll be happy with that. Going to take a run. Switches it back to the inside, and it's a 1:10.2. So 7th position for James. I think James is going to be feeling that he can do a lot better, especially seeing top 5 all in the 109s. Johnny's now on his out lap. Chubb's obviously on his in lap. Scotty Harris is invalidated. What?
Been some sort of medical incident in the crowd at Dagenham Bridge.
Oh, is there?
All off the players. That's happening quite a lot recently, I've noticed.
Yeah, strange, isn't it?
It's like the 3rd one this year of the game being postponed. We have Ericsson, we had a player in the crowd at Newcastle, and now Dagenham Bridge.
Strange, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I fingers crossed they're okay.
So,
but it's pretty Dagenham fans trying to buy some time for the
yeah, isn't it?
Very twitchy, James's car. Even on the his little outlap.
He might not be overly happy with the setup, maybe. You never know.
He doesn't look comfortable with it.
So here we go now. Johnny Stokes coming round, about to start his hot lap. This will be his. Well, he could go again. He could go again. He usually does go for 2. So let's see. Johnny Stokes now starting his flying lap. 109.130 to beat. This looks like a better first, second and third corner. On the run up the hill now for Johnny. 2 turns for, that was nicely cut. 4 and 5. This long turn 6. Turn 7 and 8 here. So let's see what he's going to be up when he comes to the end of sector 2. We'll have to check his split time.
Apparently it's a head injury at Dagenham Bridge from one of the fans.
Turns 9 and 10. Oh, head injury. Okay, strange. A fan's probably thrown something and it's hit him rather than going on the pitch. Oh, Johnny.
The crowd ain't big enough. It's literally like one tier.
Oh, yeah, true.
I think someone's fallen over and been pissed. It is Dagenham after all.
So we're going to see Johnny go again. This is a nice slow lap. Probably he kind of likes his warm-up lap because he's a second down. But this could be Johnny Stokes' true lap right here. What's Johnny got in the bag? Needs to find just over 3/10 of a second to get pole position. Yes.
Oh, sorry. No, I think when that went, I think it had a little bit of a sneeze because their thing froze.
Yeah, you said you've left the session. I'll invite you once Johnny's lap's over. In fact, I'll invite you after the qualifying. Oh, Johnny's invalidated. He's going to have to just back off and then he's going to have a 1 lap wonder. Moylan's confident on his 109.1. Otherwise, he doesn't want to go out again and waste any more tyres. So, RPR Chubb, let's see what Chubb is on. Is he going to be quicker? He is currently almost, well, 1.5 tenths up on his time, which isn't enough to get him into second, but that's only after the first sector, so there's a bit more time for him to gain. Let's see what the split time's going to be here. Nicely navigated there through 9 and 10. On the rundown, let's check the split time just after sector 2. Oh, he's lost a little bit. He's lost a smidge. Still going to improve, and that could save him from Avi. Avi, who is out there now as well. Still early on in the race, but we're going to jump back on board with Chubb because we want to see what he's going to improve to. Going to make all the difference, especially with the other people crossing the line. You got Avi, and you've got McDutchface, and you've got Scott Harris and James as well, all out there, vying to get up further up the field. Nicely navigated that last chicane by Chubb, and he's running down to the line, and he crosses the line on a 1:09.3. Goes second. Wow, he found a lot of time. So he found a lot of time in that final sector there, and it pushes him to second, and Johnny Stokes is going to have to fight back. What's Avi going to do? Avi now is slightly up on his time, but not by much. He's going to have to find a lot. But you can find a few tenths of a second just in that final chicane alone. So Chubb, potential P2 here. Is anyone going to topple Moyland? And is that McDutchface getting a toe from Avi down the straight there? What's Avi going to do? It's going to be a 1:09.6. It does improve, but not enough. And McDutchface, again, slightly improves, but not by much.
Not enough at all.
So, Johnny's invalidated again.
Yeah.
So Johnny, that's it.
Yeah, I say Johnny's invalidated as well. So yes, that's going to be it. So Chubb.
So that is it.
P2.
Chubb. See, again, it's not surprising for me. It's just there's so many people who could get in that top bloody 3. I'm surprised Johnny invalidated twice and ruined 2 chances of getting up there. I'm not surprised Moylan's on pole. I'm not surprised Chubb second. I'm surprised Scotty's 6th. I'm surprised James 7th, I would say. But this is it. It's so close between like the top 7, 8 racers in this league that
it is very close.
It's not overly. I mean, Avi being 4th as well. I mean, he's a good qualifier. It's a good time. McDutchface 5th. You know, it's not really surprising. It's all pretty close. So. Yeah, I mean, well, there we have it, everybody. That is qualifying over. Pole position for his last race before he has to go off and move houses. Unfortunately, he is still staying in Sheffield. For anyone that was wondering if he finally going to leave there, he's not. Moyland is staying in Sheffield. But Moyland picks up pole position for his for the Canadian Grand Prix.
Can he convert that to a race win?
Well, can he? That is the question. Luckily, it's quite a short run down.
Spinella himself.
Yeah. Second place we've got Chubb. Third place Johnny Stokes. Fourth place Avi. Fifth place McDutchface. Sixth place Scotty. Seventh place James. Eighth place Hud Sojo. Ninth Speedy. And 10th is Lewis Williams there.
I always like how Erez and Avi just choose not to be in a party.
I know.
Be in game chat.
Oh, so I remember you saying that, telling me, James, actually. So James has just got a PS5, and he's not liking the PS5 to race on as much. I think it is. I did mention this to him about the controller, because obviously everyone that's racing on the PS5 controller pretty much hates them. He said it's not as bad in terms of like what Jake was suffering, but he's not overly keen on it. So he's lost a bit of time because he's not quite as confident on his PS5.
There was rumours that have said that you can use your PS4 controller on the PS5, so maybe give that a go. See if that helps at all.
Or buy like an aftermarket one which works.
Nice wheel. Or buy a wheel. Either way.
Yeah, but if he buys a wheel, he'll be even slower.
Yeah, well, you do improve after a while though.
You do. You just got to put the hours into it.
Are you on a wheel yet, or are you still on your pad?
Still on my wheel, man.
You're on your wheel now, aren't you? Yeah, so you've improved a lot.
Yeah, but if I was on my pad, mate, I'd be doing a lot fucking better.
I don't think you would anymore. You'd be surprised.
On this game, it's different.
Now.
Yeah, I mean, on this game, I've not done any. I've done like 0 pads, so it would be very different. But
you can download the PS4 version on PS5. There you go. Wait, you about the game or the controller?
What are you about?
Joe, he said you can download the PS4 version on PS5.
It's a version of what? The game?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he means the game.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you can use the.
PS4,
you can use the PS4 controllers, can't you?
No, he's on about the download, I think.
Oh yeah. You can always get the backward compatible one as well.
Yeah, I do think you can use a PS4 controller, so definitely give it a go. And if it doesn't work, maybe try, like I said, using the PS4 controller on the PS4 version. maybe that'll work. Because there's not much difference, I don't believe. You're on PS4, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's no difference at all, really.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I haven't seen this game on the PS5 really, so it's hard to 100% say what's better.
Slightly
But
better graphics, but
the graphics will be better because obviously the
gameplay's the
console's
same.
better, but the gameplay will still be shit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so if you wanted to use your PS4 controller, you'd have to
You
use
have
the
to play
PS4
Okay,
version.
that's no biggie really.
Maybe something we could let Jake know, because obviously he struggles with PS5 controller as well.
Yeah, he struggles with a lot of things in life really. Can't dress himself. Mum has to feed him his breakfast in the morning.
Let's have a look at tyre choices. So, tyre choices we've got. So we know about top 10, but we'll go for it anyway. Moyland and Chubb, both on mediums. Johnny Stokes and Avi on the softs. Dutch Face, Scotty on mediums. James on the softs. Hazojo on mediums. Speedy on softs. Lewis Williams on the mediums. Now these are the three choices. Softs for Ares. Mediums for Rob and El Stefano. Carl chosen soft tyres. Aljadifa's on mediums. James, the new boy, is on the softs. Booker Bronco on the hards.
Okay.
And Neles B on the mediums.
Why not?
It's very
Why
mixed.
not?
It's a very, very mixed grid. Other than obviously Booker being his own little flower.
Yeah, it could work out though. It just depends. If you got some decent pace on the hards, they can work out. But if you don't have good pace and then you're in the hards, which are so slow, you just miss out big time. But safety cars could bring him into it. So you've got Moyland and Chubb. So Johnny Stokes and Avi are going to want to try and push them and get past them ASAP. That's the only way they're going to make anything out of this. Then you've got obviously McDutchface and Scotty, who are just going to want to keep up with Avi and Johnny and defend off James Al. Speedy's going to attack mode, so's Erez. So who's going to give me the best view here? Let's go on with first place. We've got 5 lights now. And it's go, go, go. Good start there from Moyland. Doesn't look like the best start from Chubb, but I tell you what, Johnny Stoke McDutchface. I mean, whoa, 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 whoa. Where's McDutchface going? Okay, he's fighting now with Avi. Virtual safety car. Was that? It was Booker. What happened there? Did he spin off the line? He's barely past the start-finish line.
He hasn't passed the start-finish line. He's on the line, I think.
What the hell? I reckon. See, that'll be cold, hard tyres with no traction control, trying to gun it. By the looks of it, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Over to Dagenham. They are literally 0 minutes now. They're running out of time. If they want any chance of beating Salford, they need to get up. And that is it. That is game. Dagenham 0, Salford 1.
Go. So, Moyland got a really, really good start. Chubb had a fairly decent one. It looks like Johnny Stokes got a bad one. McDutchface got quite a good one.
Oh, hang on a second. Moyland's got deep into the hairpin there.
He has indeed, but Chubb is now on the attack. We've also got McDuckface right behind Avi. Let's see if Chubb's going to have the run on him. He switches to the inside now. It looks like he's got the pace over Moyland. I don't think there's much Moyland's going to be able to do. Coming into the chicane, and Chubb does take the lead of the race from Moyland.
Moyland's got a much better exit.
He has, and Moyland could come back at him pretty much straight away. Let's jump on board because the camera don't cuck me. He is on the outside though, going down into turn 2 now. Leaves him space, but now he has the inside line, and I think, oh, he's riding that curb. You've got to be so careful.
I think Johnny Stokes
and is Johnny going to get, doesn't get enough traction, surprisingly, on those softs. But I tell you who did get a good drive, Avi, but backs out of it, doesn't want to cause no dramas. Oh, that put him a bit off though. So he'll go on the run down now to turn 7.
That was a great little look there.
And Lulu gets past Speedy.
I think I was going to go pear-shaped because you can definitely see when you get a tap on your front wheel could easily cause you to spin.
Oh yeah, 100%. So let's see now what is McDutchface going to do. He's still chasing down Avi. Scotty's as well right there. James is there. There's a bit of a gap. So the top 7 are very, very close, and you've got a bit of a gap back behind Sojo, but then you're looking at everyone else being quite close. James out a bit wide coming through the hairpin, not quite getting what he needed on the exit. McDutchface is chasing down Avi. Not looking quick enough though to be able to get him into the hairpin, so he's going to have to sit off. Maybe wait for his attack coming down.
Johnny Stokes.
Oh no! Oh, and McDutchface almost loses it. Oh, but well held there from McDutchface. Moyland is pulling away out in the lead now. Got his rhythm back.
This is the problem with that, as I say, with Johnny Stokes. He needs to get past these
Oh, Chubb's back end there.
Fall off.
Yeah, this is the thing with these soft tyres. They're actually pretty crap round here. Chubb's had a bit of a scruffy first sector though, and this is going to leave Johnny right onto the back of him. And in doing that, he's lost about 7/10 of a second to Moyland as well. So this that first sector alone from Chubb has cost him massively. Johnny's right on the back of him. Is he going to go for a lunge? No.
Is he going to exit out here though if he wants to look down the hairpin?
Avi and McDutchface are waiting for things to happen as well. James Al still hanging on to the back of them all. Erez gets past El Stefano in turns 9 and 10.
He's now out of DRS though, so he's under attack massively.
This is the thing, and Johnny's about to get it, and I'm expecting to see Johnny just catch right up and to go to the inside. Is Chubb going to defend him? Chubb's not even really. He's defending very calmly. So Johnny there. Well, just get on the grass though, and that could cost him a little bit. That does cost him big time. And Chubb had to. Chubb had to. Was that evasive action there from Chubb?
It was.
To not pile into the back of Johnny. Johnny really cucked that hairpin there. Went on the grass. Oh, and he's run deep as well into turn 2. Just could give Chubb the perfect traction out, but he didn't quite get it down there. Johnny Stokes soft's actually saving him that time, I would say.
Yeah, the thing is he now needs to pull away. Like, he needs to make the most of Chubb's making these little errors, because he can't be with DRS, because the DRS is just going to keep him along.
Yeah, I mean, Chubb's about to catch up now, because Chubb's about to get some DRS going down this little mini straight, so that's going to keep him alive, maybe gain him a few tenths, or maybe at least a tenth back over him. So now, he's run deep here. I think he just about saved that. Might have got a warning.
The next soft runner's right behind him as well.
Yeah, this has been a scruffy couple of laps for Chubb. Avi slamming on the brakes, doesn't want to push Chubb along, and if anything happens between these guys, McDutchface and Scotty and James are all there waiting to pick up the pieces.
There's a DRS open again for Chubb, so he will start reeling back in Johnny Stokes. Avi's going to get pulled along with.
Avi's not looking overly quick in a straight line though. I mean, I know Chubb has DRS as well, but I mean, even with the DRS open, like Chubb, I would say it's relatively even, which is the problem. On Sojo, oh no, he's also coming through the hairpin. That's got to be a full safety car. Yep, there it comes. So it. What do you do if you're the soft runners? If you're the soft runners, do you decide that sack it, let's get rid of them, or do you think about staying on them for a bit longer?
Free pit stop, but it's very early.
It's a free pit stop, but it's very early. I don't think you could go for a set of hards and probably go to the end. Maybe it'd be tough though, 30 laps, but maybe doable.
I don't know. I think he's got the maybe Erez possibly, but then again, there's no real gain. I said the mediums are only 4 laps of gold. It's going to help out Neles massively because he's going to catch up a lot. Look how far back he is from the pack.
I think everyone needs to stay how they are, to be honest.
We'll find out. Johnny Stokes has come down the straight now, so we'll see what he chooses to do. Got his overtake on. I'm not sure he meant to do that.
Well, if he's got a bit of a delta, why not?
Push for the pits. He is. Push for the pits.
He is.
Avi
stays out.
Avi stays out.
What about James? James stays out. Chubb on the mediums has gone in.
Yeah, Chubb has gone in. Has he got damage?
Going for another set of mediums. No, he's just going for a fresh set.
Fresh set of mediums.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Because he's going to lose. I mean, Speedy's pitted. Erez. So I mean, Chubb has lost quite a bit of ground, but
Erez has stayed out. Erez has stayed out on his soft tyres.
Yeah, Erez has stayed out.
Erez, James out, and Avi all staying out on the softs.
And Chubb gets out just Carl. in front of Carl, but he does miss out to Al Jadifa.
Carl stays out as well.
So Johnny Stokes got in front of Al Jadifa. Chubb didn't. Speedy's on those mediums, is behind Carl. James is behind Carl. Neles is still catching up.
Yeah. Neles can use these soft tyres up, just rinse them to get to the back of these guys here. And then maybe just before he catches up again, just pit for a set of mediums.
It's hard to say what I kind of feel like I think of this. I don't know if... I mean, Chubb's now got a fresh set of mediums, so he's got that extra little bit of life left. If there's another safety car as well, then he'll gain all that time pretty much back in a sense. because if there's another safety car, pretty much every single person, other than probably Johnny, so that you'll have Johnny, Chubb, Speedy, and James MD probably won't pit. But if there's another safety car, and everyone else will be pitting, unless it's like straight after the restart. You know what I mean? So it could work out okay for them, or this could cost them massively if they can't get past them.
If there is next safety car when it comes, so someone's pitted. So Carl's on the softs, he's pitted. So he'll lose out to James MD. Won't lose out to Neles, I don't believe. But Neles, I believe, can pit as well. If I was Neles, I think I'd come in for pits.
Maybe it's a slap on a set of mediums, maybe.
Yeah, Neles is coming in as well. Neles heard me. Oh, he's slowed right down. I think his delta must have been.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, Neles, if he needs to go for a set of mediums here.
Yeah, mediums definitely. He's done his stint anyway. He's done his soft stint, so
that's it.
He can medium to the end. So not a bad strat from him. He's now caught up. He's wasted all of his soft tyres anyway, because obviously he literally rinsed them trying to catch up to the back. Now he can just cruise up very slowly, and he'll still catch him up before the end.
Yeah,
come out one more lap.
It'd be interesting to see Avi's wear and like James Al's wear and Erez's wear on those soft tyres. See what sort of wear they're on after 7. I mean, obviously they've done a couple on the safety car, but see what wear they're on.
Apparently as well, Neles is obviously underfilled his car. He's flashing yellow. But yeah,
no time right now to get the fuel back though. Perfect timing.
Exactly. Safety car should come. I don't know.
I don't think it's
up, but it could come in this lap. We've seen it given
possible.
Late.
Yeah, it's possible. I think it's still too late now, so I don't think it's going to be in this lap.
We thought that around Monza.
Yeah, that's true, but
extremely late call. But I think the safety car has passed the pit.
I think because it's a straight here. Obviously, with Monza you have the corner, but I think here that was pretty signed, sealed, and delivered when it got into that last half.
Everyone's now on the mediums, other than the guys that have started on these soft tyres. Avi, James, and Aaron. So yes, it's going to be a bit weird. It's going to be a weird one because difficult. Everyone basically from 9th place hasn't pitted yet. So
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
7 lap old softs versus 7 lap old mediums. You'd still favour the mediums. Sorry, they favour the softs for at least one or two laps. But because obviously the safety car would have stopped wear dramatically, but they are still getting wear.
Oh, they're still getting wear. It's just obviously just a lot less wear. It's kind of a tough one, really.
Yeah, definitely. I think Moylan needs a good start here, and knowing that these guys are on the soft tyres behind, I believe he'll probably do a really late release from the safety car. Basically follow it into the pits.
I mean, you don't really want to give anyone too much of a chance to slipstream it all the way down that straight, and also you don't want to go too early where you're going to bog down from the safety car. So Moylan could probably follow the safety car for most of that straight, and then maybe halfway through back off. Maybe what's he going to do? He's letting it go now. I mean, yeah, it goes a lot slower than you think, I suppose. So let's it go now. Then by the time it's kind of at the pit lane, it will probably be almost halfway down here. So it's coming into the pits now. He's gone. Moylan's gone already.
Oh, he's gone. He saw Avi in the middle of his warm up and went.
Moylan always does that. If you ever notice Moylan restart, he'll literally be watching for when they're still weaving. And he'll weave and weave and weave, and then when he sees them kind of going back on a weave, he'll just go.
Yeah, very good tactic there. So
Moylan gets away well. Avi's under a bit of pressure now from McDutchface.
I think it's that time where the softs will start to fall off as Chubb makes the move past Al Jalifa.
He does, and that's really good. That's just what he needed to get right behind Johnny.
Robson raised a penalty there. Multiple warnings. You can see the difference. Avi's not pulling away with yellow flags again, and it's Neles again.
Oh, Neles. What's going on here?
Spun it. It's not damage, it's just a spin. So I think you should be okay, but in this game, doesn't really show
Chubb has got past El Stefano.
And Erez is in 14th.
Yeah, he must have spun then. I wondered why, because look at Johnny. Johnny and Chubb now, 7th and 8th. There's stuff going down here. El Stefano, Speedy. Oh my gosh, this is not looking good. Down into the hairpin. Oh, people backed out. So Al Jadifa is heading this little crew right here, and Eric's going really, really slowly. He must have some savage damage.
Yeah, El Stefano's got the wing damage.
Oh, okay. So Speedy.
He wants to be careful though, because he's
trying to get past Al Jadifa.
Oh no, it's not going to work well.
Oh, that's a bit of a nudge. And El Stefano's into the pits.
He cut straight across James.
Yeah.
Erez in as well. Damage, I think, to Erez. Yeah, end plate damage there. Nenes seems to be okay, so he's going to carry on.
So Chubb's following Johnny Stokes now. These two are looking, after that restart with the issues that everyone had, this is looking pretty good for them actually. I mean, they're on a much fresher set of tyres, and they're only about 6.5 seconds off the lead.
Yeah, not bad at all. Yellow flags again. Oh, who's that spun? James.
Is that Al Jadifa? It is Al Jadifa.
It is Al Jadifa.
And he now has no front wing whatsoever. Oh, he stopped there. Nicely done. So
that's a Formula Ford there for him.
Yeah, loving it. So I'll tell you what, Avi's started to gain, like, just edge closer very slightly to Moylan. The gap's not really grown that much.
Yeah, now enabled as well.
That's it. Although he's going to start realising these softs are not ideal. Johnny Stokes there, 112.2. So Johnny Stokes is on a mad one, and he's only 0.3 of a second behind Louis Lou. Lulu's run a little bit wide there on the exit, and that's going to give the traction and the position to Johnny coming into turns 4 and 5, and not much Lewis could do there. Chubb's falling back a little bit. Must have had a bit of an accident. Or a little bit of a tail.
Yeah, Chubb's not looking too comfortable at the minute.
He was right behind Johnny, so either Johnny's put on the afterburners and pulled a second gap, which I don't think put in the second. I mean, it's possible, but I feel like Chubb's probably had a bit of a bad lap there. Johnny Stokes now right on the back of James Al. James Al still on those 10 lap old softs after staying out on that safety car.
Look at this pace of Johnny Stokes though. He's right behind James Al.
Yeah, he is. I mean, if anything, this is just going to cost Moyland massively. But how easy these guys have been able to navigate through the traffic. They've had people obviously kind of crash in front of them and gift him position, or spin in front of him and gift him. Oh no!
Oh,
and he's been clipped by James. I think he's been clipped by James as James is going in the pits.
Yeah, he did.
And so now Johnny is round. James is stuck behind. Who's that?
Oh no! There's nowhere Johnny can go, because look, he's very clever there to stay still.
Who's James? Is that Al Jadifa?
Al Jadifa's stuck.
Al Jadifa's stuck, which is stuck James. So now James is stuck on. There's nothing he can do. I think he's bugged there. He can't go into the pits. It says he's in the pits, unless he's just going to bug and they're going to come out in a minute, maybe.
Al Jadifa's retired from session.
So his car James is really just stuck. So Al Jadifa's car is now trying to go. Why could? And there we go. Now James is released. Oh my gosh, that has cost him about what 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's huge. And he's got a pit. He's got a pit, yeah.
Yeah, and Johnny. So Chubb now. I mean, Chubb's quite a way back, but he's now up into 5th on those. Well, obviously, like 5 lap fresher tyres over like Moyland and Dutch Face and Scotty. Johnny now has to pit again. Did Johnny start on softs? He did, didn't he? So he could go for another set of mediums and try and push them right to the end.
James is going to get lapped for the adds insult to an injury as well. Oh, just about ahead.
Yeah, just about ahead. Does he have the pace to stay in front of Moylan though?
That's
I mean, that is absolute BS. That is some extra glitches happening at Canada still. Moylan's looking quicker than James, not even going to lie.
How did El Jadifa end up there?
I don't know. I think he just went in there and he's got stuck. I mean, you think he'd be... Oh, obviously it's automatic, isn't it? So if you get... He must have got tangled somewhere.
Well, Johnny Stokes, yeah, he'd be very, very unhappy at the moment. As we have Lewis, James and Johnny all in the pits, because they all got involved in that incident as well, because the way that Johnny Stokes was unfortunately parked basically blocked the whole track up. 5% penalty as well, collision. So he gets blamed for the collision as well by the game.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Firelight Stalk said the car just steered right after crossing the pit line. I had zero control over it. So Firelight, I'm assuming, is Al Jadifa. So he basically went into the pits and it just turned him right. So nothing he could do.
James is getting penalties for ignoring blue flags as well.
Oh, of course he would be. And Mrs.
unfortunate,
Carl
yeah.
is absolutely ecstatic at Carl's current 7th place running.
Yeah, he's in 7th.
She said, "What is going on?" He's 7th.
Well, he will lose 7th possibly now because
I think Rob's about to.
Robson Racer is right behind him.
Robbie's right on the back of him, and Carl is staying out still.
I gotta say, I don't like putting down drivers, but I think that's a very bad mistake from James to do what he did there. If you know you're coming into the pits, just back off massively before you've got someone
Did
behind
he
you.
definitely clip him though?
Yeah, he definitely did.
It looked like he. It looked like he did, but it's obviously just a misjudgment.
Yeah, but obviously, if you know you're coming into the pits, like just pull out, like really pull out. Let the guy clear.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying.
We saw it earlier. I think it was El Stefano nearly took out someone. I think it was James.
I think this is the biggest problem with this pit lane. I feel like they should do it somewhere else, or you come into the pit lane after the first corner. After the first bit of the chicane.
That France does.
Yeah. So you kind of come around the last. Well, yeah. You come
what
in
they need to do is design it like. Carl's does a bit of a spin there, so it's easy place for Rob.
Yeah.
Makes it up there. But how they should design it is a bit like Baku, where you've got a designated line for that. They're like, extend the track wide over here. You pull really wide.
Yeah, if you want to go to the pits, you pull into the pit. I mean, even Baku one's a bit suspect, to be fair. But yeah,
it is a bit suspect, but it's a lot easier to navigate, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it pulls off the racing line. That one's just like straight in.
It's like a junction, like a motorway junction, whereas this is like it's a straight line, for example.
Yeah, it is a bit suspect.
Which is dangerous if you think about it, because if a driver's got brake issues, for example, you're coming down a long straight, and then you're going to potentially slam into...
Yeah, big time.
Everything.
So I think Avi's softs are starting to hurt a little bit now. He's losing time to McDutchface, and Scotty's right up behind him. Chubb is now only 6 seconds behind Scotty, so Chubb's catching him up.
What's frustrating as well is James is really sticking behind Moylan's right now.
Yeah. I mean, this will actually help James big time. Staying behind Moylan, staying in his DRS and stuff is actually going to be really, really good for James.
There's safety car. He's going to get stuck. Well, potentially he'll stay out and Moylan will come in. But, yeah, he can get pulled along. Moylan will have to pit at some point, so that's the only benefit he's probably going to have. But Chubb gets past Avi, Avi's in the pits.
Okay, yeah, well... Just as I mentioned, his softs are screaming at him, so not much he can do. Speedy is running really nicely up in 5th at the moment. 10 lap old mediums. He's got Rob behind him on the 15 lap old mediums.
You see Carl's going for an overtake, possibly on Rob Sim Racer. Doesn't get it done yet though. He had a nice little look.
Carl has stayed with Rob really. I mean, this is one of those tracks though where like, when you're following, it's incredible. It's incredible. Robbie's doing well on those 15 lap old mediums, or up to 7th, and he's got a decent gap as well. Rob's won't lose that many places when he comes to pit. He should come out in, I think it's about a 24-ish second pit stop around here. A long one, because it's so fast. I think you do lose quite a bit of time. But so say he's got that's 8, almost 9. 14.
I'm bored now with Carl as he's got another attempt on Rob Sim.
No, he might lose out to James McD actually. Night Sniper said Robbie's on it. Yeah, Robbie's on it, man. He's doing well.
Yeah, he's got
just needs to time his pit stop well.
Oh, hang on a second. Carl's got a great run on him.
Go on, Carl. Up the inside.
Great move from Carl.
Go on, Carl. Mrs. Carl's got the pom-poms out. Give me a K. Give me an A. Genuinely, I think that is the first overtake we've seen from Carl, and we were here. You watched it here first on Rapid Pixel Racing YouTube and DXT Live.
You caught it twice, Carl. That's what it was. The camera was showing now.
So good we captured it twice. There you go, Carl.
Hang on 1 second. We've got Chubb spun.
No.
Chubb has spun. He's in the middle of the track.
Oh,
what is he doing? Chubb moves.
He's so close as well.
Pick one side.
Just
go forward.
Oh no, he's trying to turn around. That's got to be so good. He's going to do it. He's just going to do it. Ooh.
And
that
Carl's
has
got another place!
Oh, Carl is on it. I reckon Carl and Mrs. Carl have switched places. Carl's the one that's going to be typing in chat, and Mrs. Carl is racing right now. She's like, move out the way, Carl. I've got this.
Let me do it. I'm sick. I've watched you for 3-4 weeks. You're sick of it. I'm sick of it.
I've had to support Moyland, Carl. That's how sick of it I am.
Look at that. Great from Carl though. He's doing really well. The only problem is as well is that Rob has got a lot of overtake to use up, but he's getting a great exit out of that hairpin every single time. I think it's 3% overtake, so he's got to really start saving now. Save in the areas where you know you're safe from overtakes, because right now Rob's gonna make another attack at you. But it's too far away this time though. Too far away from Rob.
Mrs. Carl said it's her favourite track. That's obviously why she's going so well around it.
Definitely, she's smashing it. There we go, Carl flying high at the moment. It's Erez and El Stefano are still battling it out. They've had about 3 switches since I'm talking about Carl. So these two guys have a little battle of their own. It's allowed James MD to catch up on the soft tyres as well. So there's got a little 3-way battle for 11th, or aka the wooden spoon.
Oh, and was that? Oh no, I thought El Stefano was going to get overtaken then, but I mean James is on those soft tyres, so he's going to be so much quicker than these hard runners. He just needs to be able to get it done. He's going to go in. Oh, I thought it down into turn 7 there.
Running wide as well. It's nice to see El Stefano back racing as well. We've missed him in TTFL.
Yeah, it was nice. Obviously, when I put that announcement out on Discord, he did message me, and I got him over into here, and he's been here ever since.
Oh,
nice to see him back.
They're going back to Rob and Carl. Carl's getting overtaken just before the chicane. Good little battle they're having now, these guys.
Rob as well on those 17-lap-old mediums, really getting the work out of them.
Oh, and Chubb's now coming on Carl as well, so Carl can lose 2 places in the space of 1 lap, and he does. Unfortunately, he's on 8th place, still doing well.
Yeah, no, he's still good. He's got 8 seconds over Neles. He's got another 1.5 back from that. He's about 9 to Lulu, and he's got another 11. So if he pitted,
and Rob's still got a pit, don't forget. Oh,
yeah,
he's pretty deep there.
I mean, Rob's got a pit. Carl doesn't have to pit, but I don't know if his tyres are going to last another like 16 laps.
Back to James as he's going overtaken El Stefano. Great move there from
nicely
James.
Done. Down into turn 4. Who else is close? Lulu's pretty close on Neles. And Lulu has much fresher tyres than Neles as well. Lulu might be able to go to the end, maybe. I think that'd be his plan.
Very difficult. Oh, hang on a second. A change in second place as Dutch Face gets past Scotty. Oh, Scotty, how happy they are on the exit.
And I think we're about to see Lulu
and
get
Chubb
past
as well, just flying
past Neles.
Rob.
DRS wide open. Lulu on Neles now. Neles is going to the inside to cover him off. Rob switches to the outside. Does he have the speed? He's the last of the brakes. Oh, lovely. Nice overtake by Lulu. Lulu up to 9th position. These William Boyd's having a solid race so far.
He has. He's got 7 seconds to catch up to Carl, who's just ahead of...
Love 8 games. Robbie's having a great... He is, mate. Robbie's having an absolute stormer. To be fair, both Williams are in it, man. Rob and Lulu. Yeah. Both cracking. Carl as well in the AlphaTauri.
Carl's doing fantastic. Yeah. Carl's doing fantastic. You can't put it past him.
I'll tell you who's not having a great race is Johnny Stokes, but yeah, that's it. Johnny Stokes having a bit of a stinker.
New week for El Stefano.
Not really any of Johnny's fault either.
No, really not.
It's unfortunate.
It's really not his fault. And it's back to the guy that caused it. James is still right behind Moyles. Literally, like, stuck behind him. Like, Moyles must be thinking, like, just fuck off, alright?
I mean, Moyles on 20-lap-old medium, so...
Oh, and you can see there, you can see the difficulty there. These top 3 boys all on the same age tyre, so Avi potentially could be taking the lead.
I wonder if Moyles should just let him go. I think Moyles should just let James go.
Yeah, I think he should, but the thing is, it depends if when Moyles wants to pit. Right now, he's got to be worried about Avi. Avi's 12 seconds from the 2 guys behind, so 13 plus about 20 seconds away. Say 20 seconds, 21 seconds away.
Yeah, so I feel like Moyles might have gone too long. Well, not so much too long, but I mean, he's obviously going to want to probably go to softs, right? So he's going to go mediums, then he's going to go to softs. He's not going to want to do more than probably 10 laps on those softs, so he's going to go till about lap 25. He might, although on a fresh set of softs and lower fuel, he could come in a bit early, actually.
We'll have a look now. Is he going to come in? I do believe it's probably due to come in. No, he's going around again.
Moylan will probably hang it out for another 3 laps, 4 laps. I reckon 24-25 he'll be in, if his mediums are still in okay-ish nick. I do think he might want to let
James
James
Al
go
gives us a little wiggle, says
That's
hello.
it.
Unless that was a message to Moylan, say, look, mate, please let me go.
Yeah. Love Hate Game said Rob's his driver of the day so far, and Night Sniper said that then they're not letting Williams down. They are not at all, mate.
No,
You were right with that one.
Williams. The Johnny Stokes gets past James. Same age tyres, different. No, one's on medium, one's on softs.
Oh, Rob picks up a
So
3-second
shows you the
penalty.
pace.
Rob
The
again
pace
as well on
Johnny
those
Stokes.
20 lap old. So did No, he didn't, did he?
What's that?
I was just wondering if Moylan pitted after that thing, but he didn't.
No, he hasn't. No, so there. So currently, who goes haven't pitted. Moyland, Scotty, Dutch Face, Robson Rater is due to pit.
Yeah, I was about to say Rob hasn't either. So
Yellow
hanging
flags,
it out.
yellow flags.
Oh, who's
Yeah.
that for? Is that for Neles or Chubb? It's for Neles.
Yeah.
Neles is off.
Spun,
Yeah, that's
Better
quite a
wind
low
damage as well
traction
to
zone
boot.
actually.
and
Yeah.
Aries flies past.
So Errors up into the points now.
Johnny Stokes will be
Where
right on his
is
back
Rob
now.
safe? If Rob pits, unless it's a safety car, if Rob pits under full conditions,
Oh,
like
Dutch
full
Face
race
is in. Dutch Face is in.
conditions. Okay, so my Dutch Face is the first one. Maybe thinking the undercut could be really strong. Gonna go a bit longer on these soft tyres.
Oh, it's a new wing.
Oh, that's going to be okay. That's the big difference. So that's not going to get him any positions really. That's cost him obviously because of the nose
No.
change. Avi
Not
is
behind
now
Speedy
up.
as well.
Yeah, Speedy.
Just can't
Joe's
beat him. Would he
probably
come out
got
behind Chubb?
another. Ooh, I don't know if Joe's going to
Yeah,
get that far.
he will. Chubb's going to get past him as well. Well, be close
Okay.
actually. Be very
Yeah,
close to him and Chubb.
Oh, I think he's going to beat him
Ahead,
out.
just
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean, he would be so quick on those softs in comparison as well. Chubb's still doing well considering his little moment though. So I'm trying to find out
Yeah,
where Rob would feed back in. He's got 1.6 to Carl. We're looking at about say we'll go for 4 to Lewis. And then he's got 15.6 to Erez, so that's about 20.
Oh, Moylan's in. Moylan's in.
When it is finally in. And what's Scotty doing? Is Scotty going to follow him in? Let's have a little look see. I think Scotty's going to follow him in. He is
Yeah,
indeed.
he is. Yeah, he's followed there. Avi now
Moylan
flying
set
down.
us
He's
off.
on 7 lap old medium. So this will be interesting to see where Avi comes out now.
Avi is not going to pip Moyland. He could
Should-
pip Scotty though.
He won't.
I think Avi's going to
Gone
pip
past
Scotty.
now.
He has.
He's
He's
gone
just got
past
past
Scotty now.
Scotty, but he's not going to get Moyland. Moyland's already gone. Moyland has
He's gonna be
gone. So
behind Neles as well, who's also pitted.
yeah.
So he's got a back marker to deal with as well. Moylan's basically now gone.
Moyland
Softs,
sometimes
he's
he's
now
going to be
gone.
put on some. Yeah, he'll be putting some disgusting lap times right
It's
now.
also released James Al. So James Al has now been released finally.
He's got a 10-second gap to James MD, but he's on 10 lap old softs like James MD, so his tyres will start going off, and James Al's has
And
still
also-
got about 14 laps left in him.
James Al was getting pulled along by, with DRS and stuff. on
Yeah, that's
Moylan's.
true. He was going at a good pace. So let's
Johnny Stokes now on the attack of Erez. What he can do. So, as we were saying. Oh, hang on a second, Alex. We've got a great battle going on here for 7th place as Lewis gets past Carl. So the Williams
Nice
boys
overtake.
now a bit of a extension there from Lewis.
You can tell Rob's starting to struggle on those medium tyres. His pace has dropped quite a bit.
Yeah, same as Carl as well.
Yeah.
Carl's starting to struggle now.
Cole's
Well,
catching up
Lewis
with
is
Rob.
like-
But
Lewis
Dutch Face has
pushed
got
a
Speedy.
lot.
So there we go. Dutch Face up into 4th position. Scotty hasn't caught Avi as I really thought Scotty would be like right up to the back there. Dutch
Look
Face
at that time from Dutch Face.
1:10.9, fastest lap of
That's
the race
fast,
so
that's
far.
fast from quali guys.
Yeah,
Oh, Rob's come in. Rob's pitted. So Rob's released his teammate there.
yeah.
Good strategy there.
So
from
where's
the
he going to
boys.
go? Erez is coming down the bit straight now. So Erez and Johnny. So Johnny's actually moving to the inside as we speak on Erez, coming down into the chicane and gets the job
Makes
done.
that move nicely.
And where's Rob? Rob is coming out of the pit box now, so he's going to lose out to Johnny and Erez, I think. So that's going to put Rob just out of the points. Erez on those 15 lap old hards though isn't going to be that quick. that I feel like Rob could actually only just behind errors as well. He should be able to get past him quite easily. Let's see what Rob can do. He needs to get back in those points positions. I feel like his race he's had so far has deserved it.
Definitely deserves some points there. Definitely deserves points. He's done fantastic today.
He has.
And it's also the same can be said for Carl as well.
Oh, yeah, I mean Carl and Lulu as well. Both of them.
Yeah, Carl and Lulu. I think
Lulu's going to go to the end. So
yeah, Carl will have to probably pit, I reckon.
18 laps. He's got to do. He's got. I mean, it's honestly it's touch and go for Carl. He could push it out, but he might lose so much time. I mean, he's got Chubb and he's got Johnny Stokes behind him. Johnny Stokes obviously quite a lot behind. I mean,
there from Lewis.
You know what? Johnny's on 12 lap old mediums though. I don't know if he's gonna. Unless Carl's tyres just absolutely hit a cliff where they're almost uncontrollable. And Rob there has dispatched errors down the straight. So Robbie's back up into those points positions. So fantastic there. Now, is Rob going to be able to chase Johnny down on those fresh softs compared to those older mediums?
As Carl gets a penalty.
I think he can too.
I do think he can because he's got so much pace at the moment.
Does.
Like Johnny hasn't really pulled away from him. Like it's 1.6 seconds the gap. Penalty there as well for Johnny Stokes. He's not having a great day out.
That's equaling Rob. So Johnny and Rob are on the same amount of time penalty. What
James
can Rob
Howell's coming
do
to the pits for a fresh set of mediums. Sure he's had damage or something there, but he's definitely coming. I also see when Carl wants to come, when Carl's going to come in. I do think Carl will need to come in. Speedy possibly as well, but Speedy is staying out. Currently in 5th place.
I reckon Joe's going to go to the end. I reckon. Well, I mean, it's still quite a few laps, but I reckon Joe will probably try and push him to the end.
Carl's coming in. Carl's coming in now. So Carl is coming in for fresh softs.
Oh,
so this is what really. This will open the door for Speedy to come into pit. Obviously, if he does, he'll probably fall in danger of Chubb because Chubb is flying on these fresh softs.
Yeah,
the window's going to be closing very soon. Or actually, it might be already closed. Actually,
the thing is, Speedy will lose out to Lulu. Lulu
and lose out to Chubb as well.
Might lose out to Chubb. I mean, Johnny's still a bit further down the road and still on 14 lap old, on the same sort of tyres. Johnny could come under pressure from Rob, in which case that will slow Johnny down. So Lulu's in a really, really good position right now.
There he is. So I'm just keep an eye on the gap now between Carl and Erez. Gap is 3.1 seconds, so we'll see how much that will change in the next few laps. I do think Carl can earn a point today. I don't think he, again, same as Rob, deserves a point today.
Oh, I think he can. I mean, obviously the tyres are going to be so different, so if Carl can reel in Erez, I don't know if there's much Erez can do on those like 17 lap old hards, to be honest.
As Neles has dispatched El Stefano. I think has he got damage again, El Stefano? No.
Sure.
Looks like it was that wing. No, always going that way back marker. I was wondering what he was doing there. But James Howell. Oh, James Howell spun.
Lulu's in the pits. Why is Lulu in the pits?
James Howell spun.
Oh wait, Lulu had to come. Wait, hang on a minute.
Did he have to come in?
That's his. No, that's his second stop. What lap old were his tyres?
Oh no, he started the mediums. Yeah, he had to come in.
He had to come. Oh no, he's run wide.
He's gone wide.
No,
and damage as well.
No, Lulu, no.
It's going to go taken by Erez now.
Oh, Lulu.
Look at the gap between Carl. Carl was 2 seconds away. Carl's getting a second in that lap. So Carl can gain 2 places here.
Yeah,
as these two are going to be battling it out. Look at
this. Lulu. I feel so gutted for Lulu right now, man.
Big shame
he was having such a good race. As Moylan picks up a penalty.
A bit aggressive there from Lulu there, knowing you got damage. But to let just let him by, mate. Just let him by. Don't be pushing him into the wall like that. Carl, go for it, man. He's got wing damage. There's no point sitting behind him.
Nah, Carl will get him down the straight quite easy. Just go to the inside, Carl, because he'll be coming into the pits most likely.
Yellow flags again. I think it's Carl get something out of the way.
Yeah.
Be careful, because he will be coming into the pits, Carl. So don't fight him too much. He's coming into the pits.
Just stay to the inside. Stay narrow.
There you go.
That is going for Lulu, man. Lulu was having an absolute cracking race. Oh.
Yeah, that's going to fry him behind James MD as well. That's unfortunate. Really unfortunate from James, from Lulu.
Might even lose out to Neles.
Yeah,
It's,
potentially.
yeah, well, with a wing changer, I think it would definitely will. He's just about coming out now, and Neles is coming round the chicane onto the straight. And
Very
Lulu's
close.
just on power.
Just
No, he might be
okay,
alright.
just
Yeah,
okay.
he's going to be alright. He's just going to make it, I think.
But he's going to be lapped potentially.
Oh, it's going to be so close. Neles might
Yeah,
actually.
he's been lapped.
Neles is going to have an exit. Look, he's going.
Oh, Lulu.
Lulu, oh, unlucky.
I'm not sure if Lulu thought he was
he
one
might
of
he might have thought it was Chubb.
the... Yeah, possibly thought that was Chubb.
He probably thought he'd just been lapped, and maybe that's Chubb.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a big
yeah,
shame
man,
for
that's
Lulu.
actually
But
gutted,
he's
man.
going to have the pace on him though, so we'll see what he can do. Let's
Yeah.
jump back to Carl. Because Carl is 1.2 seconds. A little bit of a battle, unnecessary battle he had with Louis there, so it's cost him a bit of time. About 5 laps to go. I do expect Carl to get that place back over Erez. He's taken the chicane very nicely as well. And Scotty Harris, we have to jump to that in a minute because he's now right on the back of Avi. So let's have a look at this battle here. As they go down the back straight. Avi has been pushing, as you can see there. Low ERS the battle with defends the inside line, but that's no problem for Scotty. Takes the racing line, and there we go, straight past. Great move there from Scotty. Up in second place, 9 seconds.
I mean, Scotty's had kind of a quiet race.
There's damage at the back. Damage at the back. That was that. Oh, I thought that was Chubb. It's not. It's, I think it was Neles. Neles hit Champions Wall. Yeah. I thought that was Chubb.
Oh
no. So, takes that escape road there.
I'll tell you what,
well.
Chubb really hasn't caught, really hasn't gained on Speedy that as much as I thought he was going to. Speedy's on those 25 lap old mediums. They must be pretty much. This is what Speedy does, man. He'll just take. He'll just go. He'll just take tires to the end. I feel like the cliff for those mediums though could be happening in the next couple of laps, which means Chubb might just reel him in. I mean, he's already done half a second by the looks of things.
1 second, Alex. We're going to see another car overtake here, potentially on Erez. He's gone for it. Oh, he's dived, broke very late. That is a fantastic
what an overtake,
move.
Carl.
That is actually
He's a new man.
Move.
He's a new man.
I thought he missed his braking point. I thought he screwed.
I think it helped that he had Erez next to him. Erez is quite a respectable, like decent driver, so Erez gave him the space needed, but Carl still had the cojones to pull that off.
Guarantee, Carl right now is sitting there with the biggest grin on his face.
He's got a bone and everything. You just know he's sitting there like,
Mrs. Carl,
Mrs. Carl,
a lucky lady tonight.
There's 3 laps left. Oh, come on, Carl, man.
Oh,
Carl and Rob, man, have had such fantastic races. It's been so good to see.
It's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. So Carl earned, well earned 2 points here.
Mrs. Carl said, "I have had strong words with Carl." You just know she's behind him, like just slapping him in the back of the head or something.
Oh, massaging him when he's doing well, and then slapping him. What are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, Neles is DNF'd. That's in the pits. That's alright. That's alright.
There we go. So who else we got on board? So Afi's massive dropped off the back of Scotty. Scotty
1.2 behind now.
Off Moylan's.
Avi's done really well this race, man. Scotty and Avi, I feel like have had quite quiet races, and they're second and third. I mean, Moylan's had a quiet race too, but he's led from obviously like start to finish. But Scotty and Avi have been there. Scotty's played it really well. We're coming up to the end of the race, so we need to think of a driver of the day.
The thing is, it's only 2 options, isn't it? Really.
Well, I mean, Speedy's up there. But Speedy's got some penalties, and he's taken those mediums a bloody long distance. But Chubb now has halved that deficit of 6 seconds in about 2 laps. So we could see Chubb on the back of Speedy by next lap at this rate.
So looking at a little cheeky look at penalties right now. Big effects we've got to look out for is Speedy. Probably will drop. Everyone else is very similar, so it basically should be as is. Speedy's the one that's really going to be affected by his penalties there.
I mean, Speedy's gonna lose out to Chubb anyway.
Yeah, I'm still on board with Carl anyway because why not? Carl was really pushing though. Carl saved some ERS, man. Like you don't need to push that much.
Trying to break the DRS of Erez, I think.
But Erez got 12 seconds of penalty, so he's got nothing to really worry about.
Yeah, it's just like bragging rights, isn't it? We'll do our driver day after. I don't want to say anything and it like curse him or something like that. Just wanna
Yeah,
let everyone crack on.
Erez is going to fall deeper out of touch with Carl, even if he doesn't get past him again. Carl still trying to chase down Rob. A mistake could happen, and Eddie can overtake Rob, but Rob's doing fantastic
Chubb now.
right now.
Oh, what's happened with Speedy?
Oh, hang on. Avi and Speedy have switched places.
Oh, what's happened to Scott here?
Oh, Scotty's got damage.
Oh no, has he clipped the wall? Do you reckon he's at the Wall of Champions?
No, I think it's the wrong side for the War Champions.
I wonder if he's hit the wall going into the... Yeah, mate, he's hurting. Oh my days, McDutch facing out up to third as well.
Has he hit Lulu?
Don't know. He's definitely...
Lulu went really wide there as well. Dutch Face has gone past. I don't know what's happened to Scotty.
So that's absolutely gutting for Scotty, running in second position, having a fantastic race. And now, I mean, does he pit? Nah, well, I don't think he should. Yeah, Speedy and Chubb.
Back.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, and Chubb's right there. I don't think Scotty can even really pit. I think he just needs to have a slow lap. I mean, it's risky. I think he'd lose out to Chubb. I think he'd lose too much.
I don't think he's going to lose 20 seconds.
Well, in a pit he will. He's got to change a wing.
Oh, in a pit? 100% in a pit. No,
yeah, he can't pit. Scotty has to stay out. Yeah, Scotty needs to stay out.
He's got to stay
out. Scotty has to risk it. I mean, Speedy.
Oh, he's not. He's coming in.
Oh, that's going to cost him so much time.
No, you should have stayed out. You were well clear.
Yeah, he could have probably... He would have had a better chance staying in front of them, staying out, and as Chubb takes to the inside down the straight to get Speedy, which we kind of saw come in. Speedy's mediums are absolutely shattered.
It won't matter too much to Speedy because, like, he's going to get potentially a free place anyway.
Well, you know what?
He flies past Scott now.
Oh no, yeah, he's missed it.
Yeah, Scotty should have stayed out. He would have held that.
Scotty could still get Speedy because Speedy's going to be slow.
He will.
Scotty hit
one lap.
Oh, Scotty hit James MD apparently.
Is he a back marker?
Yeah, was that James's fault? James slowed down to let him by, but Scotty wasn't expecting it. Okay. That's unfortunate.
But yeah, I think Scotty's made a mistake there. He should have stayed out. I don't think he would have lost 20 seconds.
I think he should have. Yeah, he probably should have.
Oh god, Moylan's won the race.
And Moylan's crossed the line. Well done, Moyland. We've got Avi here coming. Great, fantastic race from Avi. Fantastic race. And well played to McDutch Face as well. So Avi's going to cross the line to take second position. And then we have McDutch Face going to come across the line to take third.
There for the end. Who was that with? That was Lewis and James MD.
Yeah.
As McDutch Face comes in third. Chubb
is coming down now. Speedy,
will hold fourth.
Scotty
Scotty could.
Scotty's going to beat Speedy. He's going to.
No, it's only a 3-second penalty. That's Speedy.
Speedy has 6, doesn't he?
No, I think it's only 3.
6, yeah, 6.
Oh, it's 6 now. Okay, maybe.
Yeah. So Speedy has 6 seconds worth of penalty. So Scotty is still going to gain it. So I suppose in that sense, it maybe not matter too much. But I think he could have beaten Chubb if he stayed out.
No, he could have. I think he definitely could have done.
I reckon he would have beaten him if he stayed out. So Moylan bows out.
Battle between Erez and Carl. They're battling for the just for the
Braggers'
grip
rights
now, really.
Oh!
Yeah, and Carl's going to lose out, I think, there, but he doesn't really care.
I think Carl knows.
Carl doesn't care.
No, Carl. He's going to end up finishing 9th there.
There we
and
go.
He does.
Well done, Carl.
That was a good race, man. It wasn't. I don't know. There wasn't loads going on, but it was still exciting because there wasn't loads of overtakes, but there was loads going on. If you know what I mean. So
yeah, definitely.
Do
you know what? That's sold it for me.
I mean, to be fair, this is probably one of the first times the games has actually got the driver of the day right, because I'm definitely going with Carl for driver of the day. It was close between Lulu, Rob, and Carl, 100%.
Lulu would have got it, I think, if he didn't.
I think if Lulu didn't crash,
incident.
I think it might have gone to Lulu. Carl gets. Are they Carl's first points, or has Carl had some points?
Well, you got the table in front of you.
No, I don't.
No, but I'm saying you can have a look at it.
Yeah, I could.
You have a look. I'll run down the fight the finishers. So, your race winner today in Canada is obviously the 190 Moylands, who will be taking a leave of absence for the next few weeks.
What a way to bow out, though.
A chance. So for these guys to catch up, Avi is in second place. McDutch Face comes in third. Chubb in fourth. Scotty, with that damage just at the end, does fall short of fourth place. I do think you could have stayed out though and hold that. But he's in fifth. Speedy does amazingly well on a one stop in sixth place. Johnny Stokes in seventh, had a bit of a shocking day today. Rob Sim Racer in 8th. Carl, your driver of the day from us and the game, is in 9th. And Ares picked up that final point in 10th. 11th place was Louis. We had 12th is James, his first race here. 13th was Stefano. 14th, James Owl. Neles B in 15th. And our DNFs were Neles B, El Jadifa, Hud Zojo, and Booker Bronco. So yes, a big shame there to Lulu. I think he could have done well if he didn't get damage. I think he just underrolled his soft tyres.
The Williams boys were doing fantastic that race, and it's absolutely gutting to see that happen to Lulu. I mean, it's very easy to do at the pits. You come out of there, it's quite dirty, and you kind of don't realise, and it's so easy to kind of get on the grass.
It is very easy.
I have some big news.
Was it Carl's first points?
They were Carl's first points, and he didn't just get 1 point, everybody. It was 2.
He got 2.
Well done,
Definitely
Carl. Fantastic race.
Driver of the day.
Driver of the day. Getting some overtakes done, man. Like, oh, it was good to see. It was lovely to see.
Done really well. I said we're not patronising. That was actually genuine.
No,
that
genuinely.
On errors was
genuinely,
fantastic.
I'm so happy for Carl right now, man. 100%. I'm gonna get a, I don't know, I Love Carl T-shirt made or something. Genuinely, that was fantastic. And again, Rob had a really good race.
Yeah,
and again,
shout out to Rob as well.
Yeah,
and
shout out
Speedy
to Rob
as well.
Speedy taking those mediums, like 27 laps, really well done. I'm still gutted for Lewis as well. Lulu was having a really good race.
I believe was that Speedy's highest finish in this league so far.
It may actually be. It may be his highest or joint highest.
Yeah.
In fact, that might be his highest because he's not got that many points. So yeah, that could be Speedy's highest finish. But he took those mediums that far. It paid off for him. I feel a bit sorry, obviously, for Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny had a bit of a shocking day today.
Yeah, the weird thing with this, like, it's kind of hard to make time back on this track. You know what I mean? Like, you saw like Speedy taking those tyres that far and things like that. And fair enough, yeah, you've got to have decent pace and keep it pointing in the right direction. But it seems quite hard to make time up on this track, at least on this game. So even though he was doing alright, like when he kind of pitted again, he kind of lost all the time he made.
Yeah, we did. It was a big shame.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate. Avi did fantastic as well. Avi's always consistent. One thing with Avi, always consistent. Decent qualifying, great race. Again, Speedy was Scotty was unlucky. Who else? Nice to see a new guy in James MD. Nice to see him. Moylan obviously just had quite an easy race, to be fair. Now the safety car restart and never really looked back. No one really quite had the pace. I think the only person who had maybe the pace to fight him was Johnny. But obviously Johnny got unlucky. Yeah, so really well done. Moylan bows out on a high with the win. But a good race to see, and it was just nice to see. Yeah, people. It was just nice to see like Carl and Lewis and Rob having a really solid race. It was nice to see.
Definitely.
So next race. Rob said he enjoyed that one. Don't think I made any major mistakes. Nah, to be fair, Rob, mate, you had quite a clean race. It looked good. It looked good.
Yeah, so next race will be Singapore next week. Singapore, another great track, another of my favourite tracks, Singapore.
Yeah, it's a good one. I don't mind Singapore actually. Considering it's like a street circuit, it's one actually I don't mind that much.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And for another, if you want to Singapore, don't forget to join us on Friday on DXT Ferret Gaming for the live coverage of the DXT or TTF Day Friday League. We're at Singapore as well. We
are indeed. And that's pretty much. Don't forget as well, actually, for anyone who's taking part in the Saturday League, that actually does start this weekend.
Yeah, Saturday League does start this weekend as well as TTSL.
Yeah, so I put a little post in the chat for people to react to if they hadn't made evaluations. And judging by numbers, we don't have two almost full tiers now. We have like one full tier. So we're going to start it this weekend. Everyone who's reacted, because there's only one tier now, there's not going to be any there's not going to be another evaluation. So we're going to look at that, and even if there's like 21, 22 drivers, there's just going to be 2 put into reserve, I think. But at the way it's looking at the moment, we should have about, I think, between 16 and 18 drivers. I think there's some people who haven't reacted because they're not like at their computer right now or whatever. So looks like
And any new people that do come will just be put into a second tier.
I think
If
this
we
is the issue, isn't it? When you wait too long to make a league, people
Yeah.
want to join a league and race straight away, which you know
It was a bit frustrating.
it's
'cause
not
it come at a
realistic.
bad time for us.
Yeah, it's not realistic, but we can build the TTSL really easily, I think. So we'll get that going with the first thing with this week. Quick heads up about that.
Also, don't forget all you golf fans. We do have like a mini little league going on PGA 2K21. If you're interested in that, send us a message on either Discords, and we can give you the details for that. But yeah, that should be a fun one. Search for the TTFL Society, and you can start playing. Our first open started up today.
Yeah, that's a thing. Kind of say something and then maybe lose. What was it? Hey. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh well. It was something about the Saturday League, but yeah. Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. So the track list has been done for the Saturday League. It is literally known by myself, Hobo, and Gaz. No one else knows. The only other person who will, if like I know myself, Gaz, or Hobo isn't hosting the lobby, it will be known to the host, but the host only finds out literally like an hour before the race, if that. So they don't have time to practice either. What the tracks are going to be. We're not going to announce a track list because otherwise, by the time it comes up to the end, you can be practicing like when there's 2 weeks left, you can be practicing like the last 4 tracks, for example, and then on the last weekend, you know exactly what 2 tracks it's going to be, and you can practice them. It's going to be completely anonymous. You're not going to know until you get into the lobby what tracks are going to be, and you won't know what tracks are on the list to even practice them. So just make sure you've got a setup for every single track on the calendar. And just remember, it's multiplayer cars. It's only drivers championship.
Yeah, no teams.
No teams. I mean, you can like have kind of team up with people on the track if you want to, in a sense. Try and work together in racing. But it's there's no constructors for this season anyway. So yeah, get ready for that on Saturday. There'll be some more details going out about it in the next few days. And that is pretty much it, really. Yeah, that's kind of it. I think we're good. I think we're done.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching.
That's it. Congratulations to the top 3. Well done to Carl for our driver of the day. And we will catch you next week for Singapore. Goodbye and good night, everybody. Bye, Felicia.